Welcome back to our channel. Today we have two more Amazon mystery boxes to go through. These two are on the heavier side compared to other ones we've had, so I'm a little bit more optimistic. As we can see also, this one actually has the Amazon logo on the box, which makes me think it might be a little bit more legitimate. While this one is just a regular brown box, so we'll see how they compare. They both have the Amazon tape, but you never know what's inside. Let's dig in. All right, we're gonna start off with the blank brown box first. Let's see what we can find. It does have a little bit of a jangle to it, kind of like glass or ceramic, so we'll see if anything's fragile. First up, I think this might have been what the jangle was. It looks like it's some sort of organizer. Let's get this out of the way. So it took me a second to get it put together because it wasn't a few pieces, but it looks like it's to be an interlocking storage of some kind. I don't know, maybe for beauty products, for the ladies or whatnot. But it does have where you can take it apart and get to the lower compartments, or if you only wanted to use a couple of them. It's a 4-tier. The brand on it is actually brand. It's on the handle here, it just says brand. And then there's like a little sundial calendar thing on there. I don't know. I'll have to look this up and see, but I'm assuming maybe $15, $20. Okay, next up. Okay. So here's where all the weight and the sound is coming from. And it's actually the last item in that box. There's only 2 items in this box. Appears to be some sort of furniture piece. Probably like a corner cabinet because of the shape of it here. Let me see if I can figure it out. I don't see any instructions. So unfortunately, I can't find any instructions in here, but yeah, it looks like it's a corner cabinet. There's these rods that you can kind of put on there to make it multi-tier. It has this really cute faux marble finish on it, which is nice, and it has all the hardware, or at least appears to have all the hardware still sealed in this little bag. So we might have to just put it together and assemble it to show everybody what it looks like. So considering that box was heavy, I was hoping there'd be more items in it, but only being 2 items, not overly impressed with that first box, but we'll go into the second one and maybe we'll get something better. Okay, so the second box is definitely heavier than the first. It feels more dense. That first one had that jangling kind of feel. And right off the bat, I see a lot of items. So definitely more optimistic about this one. So the first item that went flying out of the box is a Merry Christmas sign with some gnomes on it. Looks like it's a little hanging sign you can hang on your wall. It's a pretty cute start. Next up, we have a waterproof power strip for outside. So I'm wondering if this is kind of a post-Christmas holiday theme, but there we go. You can plug in your different electronics outside for your inflatables or lights or whatever you have. Next item is a water absorbing stone tray. These are really nice. We actually have one in our bathroom for getting out of the shower, and they work really well. This looks like it's more for your kitchen, maybe for after you dry your plates and whatnot. But as you can see, it's this tiny little stone. It looks like there's 2 of them in this set, and then it comes with these gold styled handles, which is nice to move around. Next up is just a random brown box that's been stained. It's still sealed, so let's open it up and see. We've got a bunch of pumpkins. So unfortunately, again, more seasonal theme, even worse than kind of being in the Christmas stuff is the fall stuff, because now that everybody's in a deep freeze, no one's thinking about that. Next up is another random brown box. No identifiers on it except the Amazon return label. And it is a laptop battery. So I'll have to do some research on that. That's a pretty big size battery for a laptop. So I'm assuming it runs a pretty powerful machine. Yeah, there's nothing immediately on it that identifies what kind of laptop it's for, but I would assume that's a pretty good find. There's still quite a few items in this box, which is great. These are the ones that we love to find, where you can get more than 1 or 2 items out of it. Next up is an LED alarm clock. Looks like it's a multicolor one with a nightlight, which is nice, and it's tiny, so you can put it right next onto your nightstand. All right, so this item on the outside says Power Style. I don't know what that means. It's a hard shell case, and then inside, oh, okay, so we've got 2 flashlights that are still appear to be brand new, which is nice. Yeah, okay. And they work. Awesome. They're little multi-settings on them, and they are USB charged, which is always nice too. So you don't have to worry about running out of battery. You just plug it into a portable power bank on the go. But a nice little 2-set. It says that they're rechargeable and waterproof. Okay. Now we have some solar spotlight lamps. I'm curious to see what it looks like. It says it's a 4-pack inside. So I'm assuming they're fairly small because of the size of this box. Outer Wind Solar Spotlights 4-pack. And it's brand new inside. It looks like everything's still in the original bubble wrap. And then there they are. Those look pretty nice. They got the little solar lamp on the top and then an adjustable spot where you put the stake into the ground so you can point it at different directions. Those are really cool. I actually might keep these ones for our house. Okay. Next up, we have something that appears to be like a toolbox, a hard shell case. I'm hoping it's a power tool. That would be nice. If you haven't yet seen some of our other mystery box videos, be sure to check our previous videos, and we have more come up in the future. But we're going to be going through a lot of these boxes and really showing the variety of stuff that you can find. On the outside here, we have a label that says that it's a portable pressure washer. Yep, and that's exactly what it is. It looks to be just a random Chinese brand. High pressure water gun. And there it is. It's got the hose, extra battery, all the fittings for it, and the adapters. It smells brand new. It smells like that fresh plastic, fresh car smell. So I'm going to assume that this is also a brand new item. 4 more items in this box, which is great. Just keeps on giving to us here. This one is a wind chime decoration. Appears to be a fairly kind of basic wind chime with like a leaf on the bottom and these bronze looking bars on there. So next up we have some outdoor string lights. They're actually 100 feet long, so that's a really good size. It says it comes in 2 50-foot sections inside of here, so it really gives a lot of flexibility. These will sell really quick for us. Last but not least for this box that just keeps on giving is some Christmas parachute lights. I don't exactly know what that means or what those look like, but they're definitely Christmassy themed. I see lots of red and green, maybe some fake presents. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a hot air balloon, maybe that's what they mean. We'll have to do a little bit more research on this one. So overall, I would say that second box made up for the first box. There's a lot of good value here in all of these. We've got tools, we've got decorations, we've got essentials, we've got things that everybody can use, the lights and things like that. So overall, very happy with these two. As I mentioned before, if you haven't yet, be sure to go back and check out our previous videos because we've had some good, we've had some bad, and everything in between. And I'm sure we're going to have even more as we go through this series. Thanks again. Be sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate all your comments. If you have anything you want to see, let us know down below, and we'll be sure to include it.